will be the Denver Broncos taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
2026 Dallas Cowboys.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. They juked him.
Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Here's Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Prescott off play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second and 4. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Here is third down and 4. Throwing Nix.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He'll try to do it himself. Finds Pickens out right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Nix.
And this is incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
This is Lamb on the end around. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the
Prescott from the gun. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Once more with Harvey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Nix to the air. He'll try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a friendly bounce there. They will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give to Williams, wide right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now 3rd down and 7.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take one in.
Prescott now. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Broncos.
They'll go play action with Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll try it now with Harvey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gets past 1 man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain there of 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
13 yards on the play.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to go down again.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second. To make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A gain of 12.
On 1st down, back to Harvey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd and 13. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
It's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Got an open man. It's Pickens. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Harvey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go. Here's Harvey. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
19 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Now Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Prescott.
At the Broncos.
Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21. At the 30.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up. Look at the big man rumble. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing the score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
But now he appears to be in some pain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go now. 60 bison, 19 right.
Here's Browning. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Browning. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Milton now to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Browning.
And this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard
To
line.
throw is Milton. That'll be complete to Blue. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 20.
Milton trying to set up a screen for Blue.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Ready.
Blue will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run. This is Blue. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Browning.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Operating from the gun. Browning. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Let's go. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
2nd and 7. Dobbins running out of the gun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Browning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They're going forward with Dobbins.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And the Broncos first down. 2 yards on the play.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now keep in mind, no overtime in the preseason. So without getting ahead of ourselves, we'll likely see a 2-point try should they get this in the end zone. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Cowboys first down.
And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw.
That is caught.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Viking 18.
Here's Milton. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
First down. A 39-yard gain on the play.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the